balls, remember, is 1, 2, 3. Chris Pringle, as usual, has the zinc ointment on.
Target, not a daunting target at all, but anything could happen in the one-day games.
Good looking shot. Chase for Danny Morrison. So Pakistan are underway, and they should get a couple for that nice off drive by Saeed Anwar.
I'm sure Pakistan must have, the Pakistani batsmen must have learned their lessons from the way the New Zealand batted. Over pitch delivery, driven rather uppishly on the offside. There's no fielder being there. The batsmen are picked two.
So the target is 123 for Pakistan. Pringle bowling the third of the innings. Lifting successfully. Good shot, and that's 4 runs, the first boundary of the innings.
That was very typical of Saeed Anwar, who, being a left-hander, loves to play shots on the leg side. That one picked up on one bounce. Picked on the bounce and flicked on the leg side. It was perfect timing. One of Saeed Anwar's speciality, actually.
He dragged that one from about off stump, didn't he? He walked right across.
That's right. Just pick it on the up and flick it around the corner.
Ken Rutherford has plugged that position now. There is a man down deep back with square leg. Oh, that's a glorious shot through the covers. That's another boundary. 2 in a row, and Saeed Anwar takes Pakistan to 10 without loss.
Absolutely magnificent looking cover drive there by Saeed Anwar, who goes down to the pitch of that delivery with the middle of the bat, times it perfectly through the covers, straight to the fence.
Ken Rutherford watching the progress of that delivery, and pretty obvious where it's heading.
East London hitting Alan Donald straight for 4s and 6s.
And that's another handsome stroke from Saeed Anwar, lofting the ball. It will stop fairly quickly, but it might just have the legs. No, very quickly it did stop. 3 runs taken. Well, he's got some good strokes, this fellow, Ian. He's got a very good record too, hasn't he?
Fantastic one-day player. In fact, he was a one-day player far before he was a test player. This is the reason why he's prepared to go over the top early in the innings. Doesn't matter who the bowler is. Let's go much straighter than that. Both those fieldsmen are up, mid-off and mid-on, and Ken Rutherford doing the chasing.
Slow bowler did a good job. So did Shane Thompson there. He had Saeed Anwar nearly running past that one. And
Pringle asks the question, not too seriously, I suspect.
And a very close call there for left-hander Saeed Anwar. A good delivery coming into the batsman to the left-hander, but hitting him in top of the thigh.
He's bowling round the wicket, Chris Pringle. Well, that's in the air. They're going to get a single, ballooning away on the leg side. So it doesn't look like a difficult task for Pakistan. They need 4.14 from here, but
they've got some lift there, but it was a little fuller than perhaps Saeed anticipated.
Yes, there was the bounce, I think, that did him most of all. It was a little close in too, but yes, just the surprise of more bounce in this Carisbrook pitch than we've seen for some time. The overcast conditions have meant that the pitch has not been able to dry over the past few days, in fact, as much as the groundsman might have liked.
So here's a run at last for Pakistan. Only one turned away behind square.
But having talked about the bounce, the ball hasn't gone disconcertingly sideways, so it's still a very good batting strip.
It's the 13th over.
That's the equation, and Chris Harris is bowling for New Zealand. And he gives Saeed Anwar a little bit of room to move this time, and he gets one run. Good return from Larson in the outfield. New Zealand have been pretty slick in the field today. 52 for 4 on the 18th. Remember, it's a 30-over game now, and New Zealand made 122.
Yes, it's a very smart bit of fielding there.
New Zealand have got to be careful they don't concede a big over in this situation. Danny Morrison did his job.
And Rutherford on his toes, just cheering up Danny Morrison. So far been successful. Scorers dismissing 4 of the Pakistan batsmen. A lot will depend on Saeed Anwar.
That's in the air. It's clear of any fieldsman, and it's drifting out towards the boundary and just makes it. Well, it's a slow outfield, and that is a boundary. We haven't had one for a long time, and Saeed Anwar gets his third.
Yes, good looking shot, that one. Beautifully timed in the air. Plenty of gap in that space between cover and extra cover. There's no fielder posted in the deep extra cover region.
He's hit that one well, but it will be picked up by Andrew Jones. So after this over, there are 10 overs left.
Over the, any part of your body over the line and be in contact with the ball at the same time, and then it's 4.
Well, it was given only 2. No, they ran 3, didn't they? So it was interesting because Thompson appeared to be actually pushing himself off the fence as he was pulling the ball away from his body and away from the line. In the test match, there's Lance Cairns, the coach of Otago in this year's Shoal. Morrison generating a bit of pace there. Well, that gets past Harris too, so a chase for Cairns and 1 run only to Saeed Anwar. Well, Ian, in the test match, when Saeed Anwar himself dragged the ball back from over the boundary when his body was over the boundary and prevented 2 runs being added to the New Zealand score, the match referee, I understand, saw it and chose not to do anything either at this stage of the game. And so our worm will show that Pakistan starting to accelerate, as you can see. They started to move in here. They were getting a bit behind, and then they picked up in here. But the loss of the wicket just might set them back a little bit, and it's brought a bit more interest into the game, and it's brought Shane Thompson into the attack.
Really haven't seen much.
Rashid Latif has signalled his intentions very quickly. That's the end of the over. It's 83 for 5. And he's hit that pretty well, pretty fine, has Saeed Anwar. And it's going to have enough legs to carry all the way to the boundary, I think, as it slows right down there. And Pringle has the chance to get it. Well, you can see the outfield. It was very lush and then slowed by the rain. And Saeed Anwar now to 48.
This delivery was always going down leg side. He's just helped it on its way, really. And the man down there, Chris Pringle, was quite square in terms of his position and just manages to get into the frame. 0.63. It's been achieved without really any risks being taken.
Anwar driving all just past, great patch too. And he gets his 50 to Saeed Anwar. And he's happy with that. There are 4 boundaries there, and he's taken Pakistan to 90 for 5. But then seem to have any pattern to their play. And Rashid Latif has come out and he's played exactly the innings that we've really been hoping for all day and haven't seen until, what is it, the number 7 batsman in the Pakistan camp. Anwar getting a single, just pushing. So it looks to be pretty much comfortable now for Pakistan as they move towards the 123 that they need for victory in this first of the Bank of New Zealand series. but a wicket can change that.
Well, New Zealand must get a wicket. That's the only scenario left for them. They must get 1, 2, maybe 3 wickets. Very, very...
Pakistan poised perhaps for victory. Could go either way though, Glenn Turner.
Well, it just shows, doesn't it, that Latif has come in and he's got 16 from just 12 balls and turned things around for Pakistan.
Hit this away on the onside, just behind square. He'll only get 1.
Yes, I was just saying, you see, that with select and get to the task very easily. And he tried to chip this one, just falling short of mid-on. So Pringle 4.2 overs, he has 2 for 14.
Saeed Anwar, he really has been the backbone of the Pakistani innings. He opened the innings with Amir Sahel, and there was a real string of low scores, but this man has stayed there. He's on 54. He's being sent back. Oh, this might be a third umpire job again. Saeed Anwar being sent back. Did he make it?
Was he sent back quickly enough here? Let's watch it on the replay. Saeed Anwar trying to desperately get back in. Yes, well, it looks as though he made it all over. We might get another replay here. He's just in there. Well, they didn't quite stop it.
No, perhaps we could have freeze-framed it, but I think he was in. So Brian Aldridge, the third umpire, has decided in favour of the batsman. If there's any doubt, it must go in the batsman's favour, and that's what's happened. This one's over the top. He's hit it very high. It hasn't got much distance on it, but it drops safely and pulls up very quickly.
Well, that was a wedge, wasn't it? He didn't get to it. Still extended through the line of the ball, and it went many a mile in the air. If you watch this, how he doesn't get quite to the pitch of it, and you might say blocked it over cover. Pitches and stops. Gavin Larson was racing back for it, but never really got within a bull's roar of it.
Slower ball, driven, good shot. No one's even bothering to run after that. It's slow, the outfield, but it was always going to make it. So Pakistan moving very close to the 1-2-3 required. 3 have got there in the end with a good partnership between Saeed Anwar, who finished with 60, Rashid Latif 32. Pakistan win this first one-dayer.
Well, it didn't seem much of a target for Pakistan, but they were made to work for it, especially after the couple of wickets by Pringle and the couple by Cairns. But Saeed Anwar, man of the match, not out 60 after 72 balls, and he was ably assisted in the end by Rashid Latif, not out on 32, opened with a 6, hit a couple of 6s in succession off Cairns.